Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new on my channel, then welcome. It has been such a long time since I last did an empties video, or any video besides a makeup tutorial for that matter, so I thought I would do that. Honestly, this huge box in front of me that is full of empty products, almost empty products, and expired products, it's massive, and I just realized, yeah, it was about time. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoy empties videos, because I don't really see that many around on YouTube anymore. It seems to be like a kind of an OG YouTube thing, but I don't know. I think they're really cool, and I think they're so informative as well, because you can find out what people actually like, what they're going to repurchase, what they have repurchased, all those kinds of things. Enough rambling, let's jump into the video. Somehow we need to go through all of this. We'll see how that goes and how long we will be here for, but hopefully it'll be okay. The first things that jump out at me are the Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. If you have been watching my videos from the very beginning, you will remember this. This is years old, like years. I bought this while I was still studying in England, and the packaging has changed. It doesn't look like this anymore, so yeah, this will give you a hint. There's still some left in here, but it is probably way expired. So yeah, that's why it's in the box. And then there's also the Urban Decay All Nighter. I remember I did like this, but I probably won't be buying it again, just because it was like a nice, refreshing kind of mist. Did it really prep my skin for makeup? I don't know. I didn't really see a huge difference, so it was just kind of like a nice to have product, and that's why I won't be repurchasing this. As for the All Nighter, I do have another one already. For those of you who don't know, the setting sprays by Urban Decay are in collaboration with Scandinavia, and I haven't actually ever tried any Scandinavia setting sprays, but I've heard so many great things about them. People say that those are like kind of the best setting sprays on the market, or at least they used to be. I can absolutely vouch for this one. I really enjoy the All Nighter spray. I feel like it actually does make my makeup last longer on my face, and it also kind of helps melt the makeup into the skin. But if you want that kind of effect, I would recommend going with the MAC Fix Plus, which has a lot of glycerin in there, and that will kind of help mush everything into the skin a bit nicer. So that's that. I also have finished two drugstore ones. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and this is the Catrice Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. I like both of them a lot, especially the Milani one, which it just smells so nice, and the mist is really good as well. The Catrice one is fine. I actually have another one of this. I don't think I have any of the Milani Make It Last. I really do like both of them. I do have one of this, as I already said, as a backup, and I most likely will be buying the Milani one again as well, because it is super nice. And the last spray kind of bottle in the box is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water. I ran out of this fairly quickly, actually, I do have to say, but this is a really small one as well. This is only 45 ml, which is not a lot for a spray. I despise the scent of this. I did like how it was kind of refreshing on the skin. Again, didn't really feel like it primed my face all that much. I don't know if this was limited edition or not, but I know that in stores over here in Estonia, we don't have these on sale anymore. It was okay, but you know, whatever. I have to get through this really quickly. This is the Drunk Elephant Slay Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. I absolutely love this thing. If you are looking for a great oil-based makeup remover that will just dissolve everything, even like the most long-lasting makeup, this is your best friend. I absolutely adore this. It didn't leave any kind of greasy film on my skin after removing the makeup. Obviously, you want to double cleanse. With any kind of oil-based cleanser, you definitely want to double cleanse. It's really nice. It's really soft and gentle on the skin. So even if you have sensitive skin, this feels really nice and nourishing. And yeah, it just makes makeup removing so easy and quick. I wear waterproof mascara on a daily basis, so this is definitely like my savior. Honestly, I need to get a new one. I haven't repurchased this yet, but I definitely will because I love this. So kind of random, I know, sorry. But I'm just going to throw them out there because I did really like them. These are the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Matcha and Apple Replenishing Superfood Shampoo and Kale and Apple Replenishing Superfood Conditioner. These are samples. I believe I got them when I ordered something off of Beauty Bay. No, not Beauty Bay, sorry. Called Beauty. I have the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Shampoo, and I absolutely love it. I feel like it has done so much for my hair. My hair was really, really dry. My hairdresser kept telling me that my hair is really dry and I need to use nourishing shampoos. Ever since I really started using that Briogeo one, I do feel like I see a difference in my hair. And I really enjoyed these two as well. Will I be buying the full-size ones? Probably not, just because I have heard that there is a banana version of the Briogeo Lake shampoo and conditioner. So when I run out of my Don't Despair Repair, I will probably be looking into the banana one because I really want to try that one as well. I feel like I'm going to love the scent of that. If you're looking for a great shampoo and conditioner, any kind of like great hair care products that would actually be gentle on your hair, wouldn't have any like parabens, sulfates, any silicone in there, then definitely look into Briogeo. Okay, I want to get this one quickly out of the way as well, just because I've talked about this product in a few of my videos already. I owe so much to this product. This is the Sunday Riley UFO Ultra Clarifying Face Oil. I first tried it when I was really struggling with my skin, and I feel like this is one of those products that actually started the path of like clearing up my skin of texture. I'm not saying that my skin is like absolute perfection. Now, obviously, you've seen my recent videos, you see that I'm still dealing with skin issues every now and then. But yeah, I remember when I first tried this, I was in the States and I got a sample from Sephora. After having used this maybe like only like a couple of times or something, I already saw how my skin got so much nicer, so much softer, so much smoother. I was absolutely mind blown, and I had to get a full-size version. Will I be repurchasing this? Not at the moment, just because it is quite expensive and I don't feel like I need it that drastically right now, at least. I'm really glad that I had it when I needed it the most and that it did what it did for my skin. So yeah, really great. Okay, I have a couple of empty powders. One of them is the L'Oreal Nude Magique BB powder for the light skin tone, and then this is the Wet n Wild pressed powder, Photofocus pressed powder in the shade Warm Light. Well, obviously you have seen this guy quite a few times in my videos. I use it pretty much, well, not pretty much, I use it on a daily basis. So yeah, it's really no wonder that I've gone through it. I absolutely love this powder now. I didn't like it at first. I included it in one of my videos where I was really disappointed in it. I found out a way to make it work for me. So I don't use it on my whole face. I only use it to kind of go over the loose powder underneath my eyes when I'm setting down my concealer. The shade Warm Light really suits my skin tone as well. So I will be repurchasing once I run out of the one that I'm using currently. And as for this, I think I have one backup of this actually. I don't know. I feel like I prefer the Wet n Wild one over this. So yeah, when I run out of my backup one, I probably won't be repurchasing this one and I'll just stick with my Wet n Wild. Let's go through the foundations. The first one that I'm seeing is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation, and mine is in the shade 202 Creamy Natural. I bought this while I was in the States because we don't have that in, maybe we have it in Europe somewhere, but we don't have it in Estonia. I absolutely adored this foundation and I'm really sad and kind of heartbroken that I can't replace this. I remember how nice it used to look on my skin and I really miss it. If you can get your hands on this and you have dry skin and you haven't tried it for some reason, definitely do, because this is amazing. And I mean, it's from the drugstore, so you know, it's beautiful. The second one that is also by L'Oreal, this is the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation, and mine was in the shade Vanilla. I've never gone through a foundation as quickly as I have this one, and it's not because like you need a ton of this foundation or because there's like too little product or whatever. I just use this so much, like so much. I only wanted to reach for this one when I first discovered it, and that's why I ran out of it so quickly. And again, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I haven't repurchased this yet, but I will. I absolutely will, because I have not been this blown away by a foundation in a very long time. It just sits on the skin super well. It doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look heavy, but it has amazing coverage. If you have drier skin, it will not dry your skin out. I will 100% be repurchasing this, and I also will be repurchasing the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. I have two shades. One is Soft Ivory and the other one is Golden Beige. Now, you have seen me talk about this foundation in several videos. I really enjoy the way they look on my skin. Even though they are more on the matte side, I would say they are a bit more drying than the other ones I was talking about. Well, they're a lot more drying than the other ones I was talking about, to be fair, but I don't feel like they dry out my skin completely. Even though I do have drier skin, I feel like I can still wear them. The reason I have two is because one is too light for me and one is too dark for me. But I know that they have come out with more shades now, so I definitely, when I'll be repurchasing, I want to try the one in the middle. The last one is the Dior Skin Star Foundation, and mine was in the shade 11. Maybe it was called Linen. I did really like it. I think it looked really nice on my skin. I will definitely not be repurchasing just because I don't feel like it's like worth the money. My NARS Sheer Glow is my ride or die. I really cannot wait to get my hands on the infallible 24-hour fresh wear again. I love my oh my god, I'm blanking. Oh my god, I know my favorite foundation's name by heart. What is happening? Catrice HD foundation, my favorite. We all know, I've talked about it so many times, and I'm actually wearing it today as well. I'm not going to repurchase this, even though I did like it. It's a nice formula, but it's nothing wowing. I also have a few concealers in here. So the first one is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer in the shade C5. I did like it. I didn't feel like it was too full coverage, so considering my under eyes, I definitely need something with a bit more oomph, with a bit more coverage, so I always had to mix it with something. It was okay, but I don't think I will be repurchasing just because it didn't wow me. So I have the Wet n Wild Photofocus Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. You guys know, I've talked about this in my previous videos. I have run out of this several times. I'm already using a new one and I have a backup for that one as well. I do really like this concealer. Brightens up my under eyes very nicely, especially the shade Light Ivory. It has a bit like a pinky undertone, which is great for us very dark under eye gals out there. Then I also have the Fit Me, Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade number 10. Not too crazy about this one and probably won't be repurchasing just because I feel like it doesn't really cover my under eyes at all. Like maybe a little bit, but for me it's just the coverage is just way too light, so I need something full coverage. And then I also have the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer in the shade Porcelain. I have one at the moment which is in another shade. I believe it's like shade 15 Honey or something, which is a bit more yellow. Again, on my under eyes, I don't feel like this is really full coverage. I am actually wearing this one, but as I said, in the shade 15 Honey with the Wet n Wild Photofocus in the shade Light Ivory. I have both of them underneath my eyes right now. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. This is the Catrice Cream Camouflage Concealer, and this one is in the shade Rosy Sand. I'm sure if you've been an OG viewer of mine, you've seen this. I use this in quite a few of my videos, and I really like this to kind of go underneath my eyes before going in with concealer. Just because, as the name suggests, it is more rosy. It was really great for cancelling out those dark blue hues underneath my eyes. I love this, but they discontinued it. They don't make this anymore, which I'm really sad about, but yeah, I did really like this thing so much. Next up, we have the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer in the shade Cream Cafe. I bought this because of Kathleen Lights. I remember she was raving about this. She said that it is absolutely gorgeous on her under eyes. It gives her great coverage, but it's really hydrating because of the hyaluronic acid that is in here, and that she loves it over her Tarte Shape Tape. And that was like really intriguing for me because nothing really tops my Tarte Shape Tape. And this didn't either. I did like it, but it creased on me quite a bit. And also I don't feel like this is nearly as much coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape. If you don't have dark under eyes, you might really like this. If you have drier skin, something like that. But if you don't have that much to cover up, you might really, really, really like this. As for me, as I said, not enough coverage, creased quite a bit, but it did feel nice on my under eyes. Yeah, not going to repurchase because it is high end and didn't really blow my mind. So I have also run out of the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age, the Eraser Eye, and I think mine was in the shade Nude. Maybe I will try like a different shade because this one was a bit too dark for me and I always had to use a lighter concealer to go over this one. But like texture wise, it was really, really nice and kind of moisturizing, but did give me decent coverage. So I definitely have to look into like a lighter shade and maybe I would like that one more so. But yeah, as for right now, I don't really feel the itch to like go and buy another one. And last but not least, my beloved Tarte Shape Tape. Mine is in the shade 22N Light Neutral, like my favorite color because it is slightly more yellow toned and I just feel like it goes so well with my skin tone. I do have another one and I have an extra backup of that as well. Yeah, this is still my holy grail foundation. No, what am I saying? My holy grail concealer. Nothing tops this for me and I don't know if anything ever will just because of the full coverage that this offers. That I haven't found in any other concealer. So yeah, love this. I've run out of this. This is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. It's really, really creamy, really hydrating. I know that Samantha Ravindor raves about this. She absolutely loves it. I did like it, but I'm not too sure that I'm going to repurchase because it was okay and it did really brighten and like make my under eyes more light, more awake. But as for like cancelling out the blue undertones, I think my under eyes are just a bit too dark for that. But yeah, I don't think I will be repurchasing. I'm not sure. I might reconsider at one point, but for now, no. And then I have the Max Factor Color Corrector in the shade Dark. This one I haven't run out of, but it's so old. It is so old that it is like majorly expired, I'm pretty sure. I can't even remember when I bought this. But this I've had since like the very beginning of my channel, I'm pretty sure. Honestly, it's a bit dry, so I didn't really like kind of dragging it underneath my eyes because I felt like I was really dragging on the skin. Yeah, I can't get it anyway, but I'm not too sad about that, so moving on. Okay. Both of these are beauty blenders. They're really old, really, really beat up and really ugly, so I'm not going to show them too much. Okay, I feel like I need to mention it. I haven't tried this out for too long yet because I very, very recently got this, but I have a new sponge, which you will see. I'm not going to go and get it right now, but you will see it in one of my upcoming videos where I'm doing like a full face. I have the Juno & Co. Sponge that has the little like fuzzies over it. I've tried, you guys, if you've seen my videos, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I've been looking for sponges that would be a good alternative for a beauty blender. And so far I have not found any sponge that I would like that would come even close to a beauty blender. And this Juno & Co. one is actually kind of blowing my mind. It like applies the foundation, applies my base makeup so nicely. I used it today, and it doesn't soak up too much product either. So yeah, I may have found a sponge that I actually like as much as I like a beauty blender, which is amazing, and I've been waiting for that moment. But I don't want to say anything too soon because, as I said, I quite recently got the sponge, and I've only tested it out a couple of times. But yeah, I swear by my beauty blenders. So remember when I said that I wear waterproof mascara on a daily basis? Yeah, I have a very specific waterproof mascara that I love, and you can probably tell. L'Oreal Paradise Extatic Waterproof Mascara. I've run out of 3, and I have my new one right now. It just really amps up my lashes. It really does something to them. It adds fullness, it adds length, it adds volume, and it keeps my lashes curled. No other mascara does that for my lashes. Yeah, if I run out of my mascara that I'm currently using, I will be rebuying this again. Okay, I have another mascara. This is the Inica Long Lash Mascara in the shade Black. This is an Australian organic makeup brand. There are a couple of products by them that I'm really amazed by. One of them is an eye pencil, and the other one is a lipstick. But this mascara I really wasn't a fan of. Yeah, for me it was flaky, it kind of smudged on my eyes, and because it's not waterproof, it doesn't hold the curl of my lashes, and yeah, it really didn't do much for my lashes, so I didn't like it, and I will definitely not buy this. The Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara with lengthening fibers. Again, really not my favorite, just because, again, it doesn't hold the curl of my lashes. It does lengthen them, I do have to say, but I found that the Essence mascaras, they really flake off my eyelashes, which is so annoying. Yeah, not my favorite, and I'm not going to repurchase, even though so many people rave about this mascara. I don't know, it just didn't really wow me. Okay, I also found the Inica Organic Perfection Concealer in the shade Light. I know that this is like organic makeup and it's supposed to be different, like formula wise, and it's supposed to be applied differently and all that kind of stuff. I understand, but as I said, my under eyes are really a piece of work, and I just didn't like this at all, like at all. The formula, the texture of this is just so moussey and kind of weird, and it applied weirdly on my eyes, and it didn't want to kind of work with any of my other products. So I just found this really difficult to work with, and honestly, it pretty much gave me no coverage whatsoever. So for that reason, I'm sorry, I don't want to bash on the brand, but I really didn't like it, like not at all. I have a few brow pencils. I have two of the Catrice Slimatic Ultra Precise brow pencils in the shade Dark, and I also have, okay, this is the Catrice Brow Stylist. I have a full one of that right now, and I believe this is in the shade Date with Ashton. I think it's the same shade that I have right now. I do like both of them. I've used a ton of these, the Slimatic ones, and I did like keep repurchasing them for quite a while. I did like them, but I noticed that I ran out of them super quickly, like so incredibly quickly. And even though they are not expensive whatsoever, I just, at one point I was like, I don't really see the point. I decided to repurchase this one instead, and this one is lasting me for quite a long time because it's not as waxy, and this one you have to sharpen, so yeah, you just get more use out of this one. This is a twist up and it just runs out a lot quicker. And then I also have the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Latte. This is also a twist up. This came with a brow kit that I got from Morphe, which also included the brow cream in the style Latte that I'm using right now, that I'm actually wearing right now as well, and the translucent or transparent brow gel or whatever, which I'm also wearing right now. Again, it was okay, but I feel like I run out of the twist up ones so quickly. I don't think I'll be repurchasing. I have a Catrice 18-Hour Color and Contour Eye Pencil in the shade Copper Kiss, which I did love. I still have some left. I absolutely love the shade, and it looks so nice in the waterline, but it smells really bad because this has gone off, like majorly gone off, so it was time to get rid of it, but I did really love it. I've also gotten rid of the Catrice Liquid Metal Cream eyeshadows. One is in the shade Champagne Shower, and the other one is in the shade California Creamin'. Beautiful shades, and if you swatch them, you would probably be like, oh my god, these are the most metallic, most reflective, most like in your face eyeshadows that I've ever seen. And yes, but they are super difficult to work with. I found it impossible to blend them into the rest of my eye look, or like to blend them, period. Once they would dry down, they would start kind of flaking off my eyes again. The colors are beautiful. When you swatch them, they look stunning. I just wish that they performed on the eyes as well. Okay, so let's go through some eyeshadows. I have, oh my goodness, I have so many here. These are so old, it's just ridiculous, and they look super gunky and gross. But these are the Makeup store, I wanted to say Makeup Forever, makeup store single shadows, and well, they're called micro shadows, and I have the shades Forest, Jubilee, and Famous. Yeah, this used to be like my favorite golden eyeshadow. This used to be my favorite green, which is still, I mean, it's beautiful. The shades were beautiful. Oh my goodness, yeah. And then this was super reflective black, which I've actually hit pan on. Wow, these are so old. I think these are like one of the first eyeshadows I ever got, and I believe I was around like maybe 13, 14. So these are like 10 plus years old. Those were like some of the most high-end eyeshadows you could get. They were super pigmented. Everyone loved them. They were really like, they had really cool eyeshadow colors. I was crazy about them, but they are so old. So obviously it was time to get rid of them. I also have a blush, a really pink blush. I can't read the name because it's kind of, the label's gone. But yeah, I did like it as well, but I'm not really a huge blush person, so that's why obviously you can see that I have loads left. And then I also have the Try Brow Color by Makeup Store as well. So this was this little trio of brow powders. I'd say that these were like some of my earliest makeup purchases ever. So they are kind of special in that sense to me, but I don't really view them as like the most high quality eyeshadows anymore, just because of all the options that we have available now. They are special to me in that sense, that this is pretty much where I started my makeup journey from. But yeah, I think it's time to leave them in the past. Okay, I also have 5 other single shadows that I feel like belong in the past. These are by The Body Shop. I'm pretty sure I bought them from the UK when I was still living there, so again, they are really old. This one is in the shade Something Blue. This one is in the shade, I don't know, the shade name is gone. This one is in the shade Sugar Gaze, which is just white. This one is in the shade Be My Clementine. Okay, this one doesn't have a name either, but this is like a shimmery brown, and then the one that doesn't have a name either is like a nude, and I'm pretty much out of it anyway. I've hit major pan. The shadows, I did like them, and I did wear them quite a bit, but yeah, I don't think like they're the best quality. I don't think they're the most pigmented. I definitely won't be repurchasing them again, just because I'm not a huge fan of like single shadows anymore anyway. I just prefer palettes. But again, they do have a special place in my heart just because they were a huge part of my makeup journey when I started getting, like really getting into makeup and kind of thinking about my channel and all that. But yeah, not going to repurchase and really not blown away by them. Ooh, I also have the Pro Longwear Paint Pot by MAC in the shade Soft Ochre. And I actually want to repurchase the MAC Paint Pot, but I want to try the shade Painterly because I've only ever used the shade Soft Ochre. But yeah, what can I say? I really, really, really like it. I think it is a great eyeshadow base. I think you can get so much use out of this. It covers up any kind of veins and discoloration that you may have on your eyelids. It really preps them super well for eyeshadow. It doesn't let the natural oils come through, so your eyeshadow won't crease. It will stay on. It will be vibrant. It will be easy to blend, all that kind of stuff. I absolutely love the MAC paint pots. I think they're still, even though they are super OG, they are still so great, and I will be repurchasing, as I already said. I have another natural cosmetics brand, or like organic makeup brand in here, and I'm not going to even try and pronounce this name, but this is a Radiance Booster Organic Rose Water. It's basically a serum. I have talked about this in one of my videos when I first kind of got it, and I was so blown away by this. This serum was just so nice, and it worked miracles for my skin. Yeah, I'm not sure whether this was limited edition or not, so I really don't know. I haven't looked into it, but I do remember how much I love this. If I can repurchase this, I might, but as of right now, I have a new serum that I'm testing out right now anyway, so I'm not in like a major hurry to do so. I also have a couple of lash glues. One is the Duo Brush On Adhesive with vitamins. I do have one at the moment as well that I'm using. I just had to throw this away because it kind of went off. This one doesn't have formaldehyde, and it doesn't have latex in there either, so it's a bit more friendly on sensitive eyes. And the same goes for the Red Cherry Clear Adhesive. I was so blown away by this because initially when I used it, it didn't irritate my eyes at all. When I started using it more frequently, I did get some irritation with it. So I've yet to discover a good lash glue that I would be able to wear throughout the whole day. So even if I'm wearing like falsies in my videos and stuff, I have to remove them straight after finishing filming because otherwise my eyes will just flare up, go super red, super swollen, super itchy, and just it's really, really, really a bad situation. So yeah, but I did like this initially, and if you don't have like really sensitive eyes, I would definitely recommend looking into the Red Cherry eyelash adhesive. I also have the Vaseline Lip Therapy lip balms. Yeah, let's just call them lip balms. One is with rose and almond oil, and the other one is the original one. I talked about them previously. I absolutely love them. I feel like these are pretty much like the only lip balms that I can use that actually do moisturize my lips. My favorite one is the green one with aloe vera. I do have one as a backup, but I'm still going through the rose and almond oil one. So as soon as I go through that one, I will be able to get to my favorite one. I have the Milani Moisture Matte Lipstick in the shade Innocence. I have, yeah, this is pretty much done with. I'm not really crazy about the formula because it is quite a dry formula. It almost feels powdery on the lips, and that's why if you have drier lips or if you're prone to getting like creases on your lips, it will sink into those creases. The color of this is absolutely beautiful. It's like a corally, like a warm peachy kind of nude. Oh, it smells so good as well. It smells like vanilla. It's gorgeous. I love it. I wish the formula was a bit more nourishing, but it's absolutely beautiful. And the other one I have is the Gerard Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Underground, and this is broken so I can't really show it to you all that well, but it almost looks grayish, like it's like a taupe color. And I remember I saw like someone on Instagram, this was years and years and years ago, I also bought this while I was living in the UK. I saw someone on Instagram wearing this on their lips, and I just thought it looked so grungy and so cool, and it was so sexy on them, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, I need to get that one. And I did really like it. It was a bit too stiff, so it was kind of hard to apply. It wasn't too pleasant, and also it was a bit drying. So not my favorite formula, but I did love the color so much. Will I be repurchasing? No. And oh my god, the box is empty. It's just these two products left. These are the NYX Butter Glosses. One is in the shade Fortune Cookie, and the other one is in the shade Creme Brulee. Honestly, these are some of my favorite lip glosses of all time. I am not a huge lip gloss person, but I think these are so great. First of all, they smell delicious. Secondly, they are beautiful colors. I really love these colors. They are nice and soft and not overly opaque, which I personally love in a lip gloss, but they are like opaque enough that they give color. So even if you don't have any kind of lip pencil or lipstick underneath, you will still see the color of these glosses. And also they are not sticky, which is like such a huge deal for me. I hate sticky lip glosses. So yeah, I love them, and I definitely need to repurchase, especially the shade Fortune Cookie, which is just a beautiful warm nude, and I love my warm nudes. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we actually went through all of that. Ta-da! I've been here for quite a long time, I know that, but I hope that this video isn't like 40 minutes long. I really hope that I managed to speed through it somewhat. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're still watching this, by the way, if you managed to stick it out throughout this whole video, then comment down below and just say balloon. Then I know that you are a true subscriber, and I will send you loads and loads of hugs, kisses, and love. If you do like these empties videos, please leave me a comment in the comment section, and I would know for future whether to keep doing them or whether, you know, you're really not that interested. Oh, and also let me know, what is your one product that you will keep repurchasing over and over and over again? What is your one ride or die? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know that. I know it was a long one, but I still hope that you liked it, and if you did, then please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have, then I welcome you. It is amazing to have you here, and I hope you will stay by me. And yeah, thank you so much again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!